Yes, yes. So tell us if you're a consultant, tell us if you are a guest, tell us, what your favorite Pampered Chef product is, and we may very well find you a new one tonight, because guess what? With our last chance, first glance party, we are going to break down, show you lots of the products that are on sale, and you have just a few days left to get them. And we're going to show you the products that are coming out on March 1st that you can connect with your consultant with, or consultants. Did you know that as a consultant in an active standing, you can get any of the new products that come out in March? You have a few months where you can get them 50% off, just to enhance your starter kit. So as consultants, we get these great deals on brand new products as they come out, so we don't have to spend all our commission on our products. But of course, you can also, as a consultant or as a guest, you can host a party. And in March, you get to pick your special. And I love when they do that, because if you want the secret products that you don't know about yet, if you want that 60% off, you can pick that. Or if you've always wanted our air fryer, always wanted the cookware or the entire set of cookware, you can get that for 60% off. You get to choose as the host. And as a consultant, you can be a host and a consultant, and you get paid to earn yourself free products. It's so fun. All right. Well, welcome everyone. We're going to go ahead and get started officially. As some of you know, and hopefully you know about this, Pampered Chef comes out with these really great cookbooks, and they are budget friendly has been the theme the last, well, probably forever, because they always talk about $2 to $3 servings recipes. And Season's Best recipe books, they're $2, and they are easy, they're budget friendly, and you can do almost all of them with the ingredients you have in your house. They're not those recipes where you have to Google the ingredients before you can do it. And they have these great cooks tips. And we're going to go through 3 of our brand new Season's recipes. So they're brand new recipes tonight. So again, welcome. If you're just joining us, whether it's on Facebook or on Zoom, either comment, type in the chat, tell us where you're watching from, and if you are here as a consultant or as a guest, and who your consultant is. If your first and last name is not listed when you type that out, tell us your first and last name too, because we're going to do an on-time drawing here in a moment. Okay, you guys ready to see some new products? Okay, I heard you all loud and clear. All right, Dusty's going to start us off with our first brand new Season's Best recipe book recipe demo. So Dusty, you might have to come off mute. I had to mute all, and I will pin you.
Yes, I am making the one on the front cover, the no bake peach tart. And the first product that's brand new is our tart pan, and it comes with a lid. You guys, how awesome is that? So I'm going to do a small demo of each part, because there's 3 different parts: the crust, the topping, and then the filling. First thing I want to talk about is what's on sale, our manual food processor for $55. I love this little guy. It is good for making salsas. I'm actually going to finally chop up the cookies. Sometimes get stuck. Chop up our, these are shortbread cookies. And to show you how easy it is to do this. And I already did some of them, so I did get some started. I'm just showing you guys this right now, just a little tidbit. When you're done, if you make too many, it comes with a lid, so you can use it and save it for later to put on ice cream or anything that you want. You could even probably sprinkle a little on top of your dessert tart. So with that, I'm going to do 4 tablespoons, a half a stick of melted butter with my crumbs, my cookies, crushed cookies. Then the next thing is 2 cups of fresh peaches. We have a new stone wedger. which somebody else is going to showcase for me because I could not find any fresh peaches. I guess it's not peach season. So I had to get some frozen ones, which is fine because it does tell you if you're using frozen peaches, you only want to use a half a cup of apricot preserves. And then you're going to, this is for the toppings. You're going to combine the peach slices, the apricot preserves, and then a teaspoon of cornstarch. And you're going to warm all of that up in the microwave for about 1 to 2 minutes. So that's going to be the next step that I'll be working on. And then one of the really big items that you guys should be blown away by, I am blown away, I did not expect it at all, is the new deluxe stand mixer. I'm going to make the filling in the deluxe stand mixer. It is only a host special for March. So if you want to upgrade your current one, or if you want to get this beauty in your kitchen because you've never had a stand mixer, the recipe book that comes with it is amazing. I made some sandwich bread the other day, homemade sandwich bread, great. But it has a lot of different actual presets. So you have a knead, a beat, a mix, cream, and a whip. And it actually speeds up for you. So one of the biggest things they talked about was like cream. When you're making cookies and you're creaming, I think it's the brown sugar or the sugar and the butter together, you're supposed to start out slowly to get it going. And so this actually is just like all of our other appliances. It's a set it and forget it. And I did that with the bread. I turned on knead and I went and I cleaned up everything that I had made a mess of. So it also will tell you, so I'm going to use, when I do, let's see, I'm going to use beat. So I'm going to show you guys that I've got to close it. When I put it on beat, it is going to tell me which accessory I need. So it's going to tell me that I need the scrape or the, I don't know what this is called exactly. I know it's like on the tip of my tongue, but it has a scraper also, so you don't have to scrape it. The paddle, that's what it is. So it's actually going to scrape the sides. You don't have to stop and scrape it. So I'm telling you guys, this thing is amazing. But you can put it on beat and it's going to tell you the speed. So if there's a higher speed that it needs to start out at, it's going to automatically do that. And then it also has a timer. So it automatically starts at 2 and you can turn it up higher if you need to. So you've got the knead, beat, mix, cream, whip, and you do also have a custom. So that's another setting. And then the last thing that I'm going to talk about, part of the filling is going to be cream cheese, powdered sugar, caramel topping, and whipped cream. So we have several ways you can make whipped cream. You can make it in the whipped cream maker. So you want to fill it up to the line with heavy whipping cream, put some powdered sugar and then some vanilla, and then you'll just do this until it whips. You can whip it in the mixer. You can make it in the blender, which is also on sale this month. Or you can make it, I actually did it with the emulsion blender with part of our Flex Plus, or please stop. Or you could do it with the hand beater. But I've got everything in here for the caramel sauce, and it's actually one of the heated settings, which is sauce. And it's going to be one of those set it and forget it. And then whenever it's done, it's going to wash itself. So when I'm done, I'll pour it out, put it to heated wash, and then it's going to wash itself, so I don't have to get all that stickiness off. So while we take it off to the next person, and remember, the blender is on sale this month also, so it's a perfect month to get it. If you host, you could get it for 50% off the sale price, which is $279. But I'm going to go ahead and do all these pieces because I got a lot of pieces and we've got a lot of other things to show you guys with all of the new products. And I'm going to start getting these things going, and I'll see you in a little bit.
Awesome. Thanks, Dusty. Okay. Are you ready for us, Lisa? Okay. So Lisa's going to do our on-time drawing.
Okay, you guys had me typing up a storm. We have got a lot of participants. So I'm going to go ahead and spin the wheel and see who our on-time winner is. Valerie.
All right, Valerie, congratulations. Hey, Valerie, will you send me a message or a text and I will get back with you with your little bonus. Congrats, congrats. Okay, you guys ready for our second recipe? Let's head over to Robin's kitchen and hear all about her recipe. It's an oldie but a goodie and a twist.
Yes. Hey, everybody. So tonight, I have a question for you. So what happens when you combine the Midwest strawberry pretzel salad with the Southern ambrosia? You get a whole new version of your favorite dessert, right? So I'm going to show you another new product is our 8-inch pan. And yes, it comes with the lid, so you can take it everywhere you go. Now, I've already started on the crust because that takes the longest. And it is a pretzel crust. And it's very simple. All right. So all you do is take a half a cup of butter, which is a stick, and you melt it, right? And you get 2 tablespoons of sugar. And I use my stainless steel little cup here. I love this thing. I put it in all of my little canisters. It's just like to die for. So I use that in all of my little gadgets there. And then 3 cups of pretzels. And yes, I used it in my manual food processor. You could also use the food chopper as well. Have you ever thought of using the food chopper to chop pretzels or anything else? But I use the the manual food processor to chop up my pretzels. And the more you chop it and press down, more you pump it, the finer it gets. So all you do is combine it all and you press it down to make a crust. You hop it into the oven at 350 for 10 minutes. That's it, just to set the crust, and then you let it cool. All right. So that's the first part. Second part is the cream cheese filling. That's the fun part. Okay. So we're going to do 8 ounces of cream cheese, which it needs to be softened, and a half cup of sugar. If you're doing like you want to do keto style, you can substitute it out for a stevia. And then a can of crushed pineapple. And as you can see, what am I using? Yes, my new best friend. And yes, I have 2 KitchenAids in the house, and I've replaced it. And I name all of my appliances. Yes, it is very sleek, Katie. And just if you want to know, the top pops off. We are getting attachments in the future. So then we're going to add a half cup of sugar. And I did not do that yet. So we're going to do it now. We'll just pour it in here real quick. These are the all measure cups. These are amazing. And then we are going to do the whipped cream. Now, if you're in Minnesota or anywhere near the vicinity, we got lots of snow. We got snowed in, and I realized I didn't have any Cool Whip for this little recipe here, so I had to make my own. Thank goodness I had my blender or my mixer. So what we are going to do, it calls for a cream setting. This is where, if you are not a baker, this is for you. If you have cookies that go flat, this is for you. If you want to become a baker, this is for you, because you do not have to think about what setting to put it on, because it does all the thinking for you. Okay. You can do much more than just bake with this. You can do your meatloaf in it. You can do shredded chicken in it, which I'm going to be showing on the first. You can do all different kinds of things in it besides just bake. All right. So what we're going to be doing is the cream setting. So we are going to need the scraper beater. All right. Gonna goes right in, and this is so cool because it has an extended scraper and it allows to go to the edge of the bowl so it doesn't ride up, and it scrapes along the side, and you don't have to worry about it coming up on the side. It has an on-off button. It also has a wraparound cord so that you don't have to worry about, you know, on the other competitors, you have to have the cord wrapped around here. You don't have that here. You have it a cord wrapped right here so that you can just wrap it around. Okay. So what's really cool here is that we're going to turn it on, and we're going to put it on the cream setting, and then just let it go. It tells me what beater to use. I put that on there, and then just let it run. All right, and that is it. All right, and then the next one will be to incorporate the whipped cream, which I've already made, and it's 8 ounces, which is just a small size Cool Whip. If you don't know how to make Cool Whip or whipped cream, it's very easy. It's just 2 cups of heavy whipped cream, and then a 4th cup of powdered sugar, and then a teaspoon of vanilla, or I substitute vanilla for almond extract because I like that taste better. And then what's left over, I use for fresh fruit. So Tom will be enjoying that later. And what's really cool is there is a shield guard. You can put this on the top of this so it doesn't splatter all over. So if you're one of those that turn it up real high, which you don't have to worry about this, but you got flour, you see all those pictures where you have flour flinging all over the place? This is the shield guard. You don't have to worry about that. And if you're adding ingredients as needed, you can put it through the pour spout. So you never have to worry about anything. You can put this on there and it just goes right on. Just like that. So easy, right? It's not 2 pieces to where you have to finagle it or anything like that. It just slips right on. So easy. So as soon as this is done, which there's a minute left, I'll incorporate the Cool Whip, and then I'll put this on top. And then the next thing will be to add the garnishes, which all it is coconuts, cherries, and then the oranges. So I'll pass it off to somebody else, and then I'll show you the finished product when we're finished. Oh, I wanted to say one thing. The cooking guide, that is the most important thing. All of our appliances come with an amazing cooking guide. It does step-by-step instructions of how to use every single one of our appliances. It's very important because most companies don't do that, and it comes with recipes. It comes with everything. So I need to know everything. I mean, just everything. Recipes, the whole 9 yards.
And they
Right.
always give you some of like the first recipes you should try in this, and you know, helps you get to know and learn how to use it. And that's what we all need.
So then I'll let you know.
Awesome. Thanks, Robin. Okay, we're going to head over to Erin, who's going to share a few products that we won't be able to demo tonight, but that you're definitely going to want to see before they come out in March. So give us our sneak peek, Erin.
Yeah, happy to. And I want you to let you know, Katie, I've been keeping track of Facebook and you have your first host that wants to host for that blender. So, so yay, Brooke, for deciding to host in March so that you can get the early access of getting one of these blenders in your kitchen because they are so amazing. I have been wanting a blender from Pampered Chef since I started and my wishes came true. So yay. That's my favorite product for spring, but they have other items that I just love. One of them being cleaning tools, and my kids are currently doing the dishes. So excited about that and excited that they get these awesome little tools. Now, doesn't this kind of look like teeth, like a denture cup? Kind of. So what this is for is actually, it opens up, but it is to clean knives or even like the sides of a bowl. Like you can really scrub on the top. It opens up completely so that you can use as a scrubbing pad like this. But I really love the idea of the knives. And we have new knives. One of them being a bread knife, which I have so many customers looking for a bread knife, and it is our coated knives that they have just redesigned. Katie's going to have you see the rest of them in just a little bit. But the bread knife is so fun because I just know so many people that just wanted this, and all of the knives are open stock now. So you'll be able to order any one you want. And the cool thing is I even read that manual. It said to take the, the shield off away from you. I'm like, oh, that's smart because you don't want to do it towards you. That's pretty dangerous. But when you're cleaning, like I never let my kids wash knives, but if I show them how to use this, there won't be any excuses because all you do is take the side that is not sharp of the knife and slide it in and then hold on each side and scrub back and forth. And literally they won't have to touch the sharp knife at all. And it's safe to go in here. Plus, they can go in the dishwasher as well as the dual-sided cleaning brush that was redesigned in the gray pretty colors to match all your kitchens. I use the dual-sided cleaning brush on like everything. It's so easy. The end here helps clean out all the little extra tools that we have, and they go in the dishwasher. So put this one on the top rack, put this in with your silverware head up, and you're good to go. Why I'm excited about the bread knife is because we have so many awesome breads that I love to make, and we have a new one, a sourdough bread. So you can make your own like bakery sourdough, and it is so easy. It only requires 1 cup of warm water. So no extra ingredients, but the sourdough bread mix and warm water. And then it just takes some time to rest and knead and rise again. But all the instructions are in here. It looks pretty foolproof. Can't say that word. But I'm excited to try it because I love sourdough bread. So many great things to use the mixer with too. I can't wait to use that mixer for homemade breads too. Yes, Brenda, the knives are so awesome. So if you didn't already check out my live, if you're not in the mega party group, let us know, but I have the brownies, been eating them. So make sure to check out the live I did about the brownies in the blender. And then also I'm going to share the workshop group. So if you are joining us from the mega party, we do these workshops every month. So I want you to make sure that you're able to come to them every month. So I'll share the Facebook group so you can join that too. And then I'll let the next person show them the rest of the products.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. There's so many fun things and it's fun to see them in action too. So Dusty or Robin, are you ready or should I go ahead and start cooking? All right. Maybe I'll cook. Okay, let me just at least show you the recipe that I get to show you. I practiced this last week for a group of people and it was very well received. It is called the Green Goddess Pasta Salad. And I said, I'm going to make this one because at St. Louis Bread Company, it's called Panera everywhere else. At Panera, they have this Greek Goddess salad. That's my favorite thing there. And I was like, oh, it's gonna be so good. And I love the seasoning. So it's the Green Goddess seasoning. I think it's $9 and a little goes a long way, which is so fun. I'm gonna throw this together pretty quick, but there's so many little tools that you can use for it that I'm gonna show you. So this one is not new, but you know what is new, and I know that you can't see my head, my apologies, is the new coated chef's knife. So all of our coated knives have had a facelift. They are amazing, so sturdy. You can tell that they put a little extra quality, not that our other ones didn't. I mean, I don't know how they keep like getting better and better, but I'm just going to show you because we need some sliced in half tomatoes. I'm going to put a few on here, trying out my chef's knife for the first time with y'all here. Felt pretty good to me. And anything you put in our close and cut set cuts right in half. Now, this set is out of stock for February because we want you all to get the new knife. It should be available on March 1st. So we're going to put that aside, grab our noodles. I went ahead and I pre-cooked our noodles. I'm doing these gluten-free noodles because that's how we roll in the Rupert house over here. Got a mixing bowl. By the way, our glass mixing bowls are fantastic. Don't you? And when it's a beautiful salad like this, you want it to be seen, right? So we're going to have our drained. I went ahead and rinsed them with some cool water. Shout out to our Hollanders, right? So we have our tomatoes that are going to go in. Our noodles are ready to go. The other thing that I want to show you, we'll use one of our other new knives. Look at these knives, guys. There's a whole slew of them. So these first 4 are steak knives, and I'm obsessed with them because they're steak knives that won't go dull. They have a serrated edge, and they have a better price point than the ones we used to have as well. I love that they're gray because all of my steak knives have been bright orange for years. You guys already saw that one. Santuco is usually my go-to, so we'll use that to cut this cucumber. It is actually a zucchini, but the recipe calls for cucumber, but I don't like cucumbers, so we're doing zucchini and it tastes great. I'm gonna cut this in half and show you my little trick. If anyone has tummy issues like I do and like my husband does, we're always looking for things that make it easier to digest, and seeds in your fruits make it more likely to have bloating. All right. So if you want to take the seeds out, you can take your scoop loop and just come down the side. Plus it makes your half moons look cuter, right? All right. So I'm going to cut this one more time and show you our little cup slicer. This is the quick slice, but cuter. All right. I'm going to take the top off and make some little half moons. Oh, look how fun. That's not a half moon at all, but it did make me some like little zucchini things. We'll do some strawberries later on that. Or actually, I think one of the girls has it. Okay, I'm going to grab my tried and true for this. The what is this thing called? The Rapid Prep Mandolin. Oh, you know what? The recipe wanted me to use the cup slicer for the avocado. So I just forgot it. Okay, Rapid Prep. This is another host favorite already. It's like our safest mandolin yet. And you have to use the safety because it's built in, because y'all weren't using your food holders. So we had to get experience. Okay. So we've got our like little slices of zucchini, and this is supposed to be cucumber, but you know, you just do you. Okay. So that's going to go in our salad. And can opener, just for those of you that don't know how to use it, goes right on top, all the way around. Boom, boom, boom. And use the beak. I call it the beak because it kind of looks like a bird. All right, and we're going to drain and rinse these guys. All right. Real quick, before we transition and show you the rest of our tools, I want to show you in the food processor, which, by the way, if you didn't hear, it's $10 off for February. This is the last chance. It goes from $55 in March to $65 or more in March. All right. Did I say March twice? You guys got what I meant, right? All right. It's half a cup of Greek yogurt. I'm using a dairy-free alternative. It's 1/4 a cup of milk, again, dairy-free. White wine vinegar, 2 tablespoons. Are these not the cutest things you've ever seen? Okay, and then we need half an avocado. So the avocado knife here, it has the serrated edge to get through the skin. And then it has for the pit there. And I'll show you how I use the other side too. So we'll cut that. We'll grab the pit, boom. All right, and then for the non-serrated side, we'll scoop it all out. And if you're putting this like on a salad, you can actually score it so that it comes out in slices too. And last but not least, our new delightful green goddess.
Hello.
There's my little helper there.
Goodbye.
Everyone told me like, oh, this like you need to use less. So the recipe calls for 2 tablespoons. I'm putting 1 tablespoon in it. And the girls said do like 1 teaspoon of it. So if you don't like strong, like the strong seasoning, there's your tip. I like everything spicy and saltier than you're supposed to have it. All right, so we're gonna mix this up. And there's our green goddess delight. Totally use this as a salad dressing too. It is amazing. All right, so other than that, we've got our black beans I'm gonna rinse and drain. Then we just throw everything together. Got crumbled feta, corn. I do optional corn because I didn't need the corn in there, but that's what the recipe calls for. And we will have these recipes available in the Season's Best Cookbook, another brand new product. They're usually just $2. Are they, is it $2? Does anyone know for sure? I didn't look it up, but they've been $2 for years, so I'm hopeful. Okay, I'm gonna put that all together and I'll show you the final product here in just a moment. But before I do that, let me show you our other knives. So you can buy these all as a set. This is our tomato knife, serrated edge. Looks a lot like our steak knife, but they actually did make them just a little bit different. Pretty cool. And gray, I'm all here for gray. All right, here's our utility knife. And guys, this is the first time in forever we've been able to sell a real sized paring knife that's not just the little $2 or $3 quick cut knives. Okay, couple of things about knives. Usually there's two schools of interest. So either you like the boat shaped knife or the flat edge knife. And the way you can tell is when you're chopping, if you like to chop straight up and down, you're going to love a Santoku knife. Okay. If you like to rock up or back and forth, you're going to like a chef's knife or a utility knife. So that can give you a nice starting point. And then of course, different knives for different things. If it has a thick skin, serration, right? This is going to be bell peppers, tomatoes. A lot of fruits and vegetables are great for this. If your lemons and limes are hard, you can get through the skin with a serrated knife a little safer. They're also a great knife to start with for kids. We have a safe cutter knife, but that's a great first knife because they can use it more as a saw instead of like accidentally slicing something off. And always use the bear claw grip. That one is so helpful. And then of course, paring knife if you like to take skin off or just need something really quick. Okay. So those are my knife tips, and check this out. To go with our baking, we've got a huge extra large scoop. Check this out. Now we're gonna have small, 1 tablespoon, medium 2, large is 3 tablespoons. So that's a cupcake well, all right? And then that's our next size up. Pretty cool. I'm gonna use it for ice cream. I don't know what you're gonna use it for, but I'm pretty excited about that. All right, I'll show you one more thing, and then we'll go back and see all our recipes put together. We'll do a couple more drawings, and I'll show you anything that's left on the list. But our big, our big item is the stand mixer. The next cookware item that Pampered Chef's putting out is this huge cast iron skillet with grill marks and a grill press. It's awesome. If you don't like to have the nonstick coating, you're gonna love having cast iron. It takes a little getting used to, but your consultant can send you the getting started, how to maintain and keep your cast iron. As soon as you learn, 1 or 2 times later, it's going to be like no brainer, no big deal. Just like when you learned how to clean your stones. All right, check this out. This is probably one of the most fun things that we're releasing. These are these spatula tongs. So they work just like our normal tongs with the little pin that when you squeeze it together, it drops and they open. All right. Cool, right? Like you can get the whole sandwich, the whole panini, the whole, I don't know, chicken, flip her over. Pretty cool. And then if you want to close them, let the pin drop and they'll stay closed in your drawer. Fun, right? Okay, who's got food to show us? Wah, wah, wah.
I have pieces. So I've got the tart pan. I've got the crust started. I didn't do a very good job, but that's okay. It's still gonna taste good. And I've got the topping. I'm waiting on the caramel to finish, and then I'll be putting that in to start working on the filling. So hopefully before we're done, I'll be able to show you guys the finished product.
Perfect. How about you, Robin? How's yours coming along? I think you're on mute. I don't know if you're, oh, she's not there. Okay, well, you can watch me put my stuff together. Or actually, how about Lisa? Let's go for another prize. And does anyone have questions that they want us to answer about our new products? You can pop those in the chat and we'll do a quick Q&A before we leave too. But Lisa, do you still have that up where we could do one more prize?
Yes, ma'am. I actually have more people to add. So give me 1 second here while I copy and paste our new peeps.
Okay, cool, cool. I'm just adding. Oh, you know what I didn't show y'all? Here's another new product. These are, it's almost mind blowing how much they fit into this tiny little thing. It's a magnet. It's a chip clip. It's a razor. Do you guys remember the eye cut that would clip your coupons or your bags open? Well, now you don't have to worry about cutting your table or making sure you have a cutting board under it. It just, you squeeze it together and it will slice your bag. Here, I don't know if it works on paper. I've never used it, but it is. Oh yeah, that works great. Look at this. Isn't that fun?
It works really great for like vegetables, frozen vegetables that you microwave. And then, you know, the bag is hot and you don't have to get it open. Super great for that. So I wanted to make sure you knew that tip.
Oh, I love that tip. And I can't stop doing this now. I want to go cut all the things. That's so fun.
Okay, I'll share my screen before Katie gets carried away. All right, let's go ahead and spin our wheel. Who's it gonna be? Yay, Brenda!
Oh, congrats, Brenda. Way to go. All right. So Brenda, if you'll message me, we'll make sure you get yourself a little gift. And guys, the the mega party that we have going on, it just started. Like, this is our kickoff. This is our main event kickoff. You're here. So make sure that if you don't know what I'm talking about, you get into that Facebook group, because when you order, book a party, or join our team, you know, with your consultant, they will tag you in the daily prize post. And you will have, I think it's like 10 chances, 10 products that we're giving away. So we gave our first one away today, and we'll give another tomorrow. And the sooner you get in that drawing, the more chances you have to win, because every day we just put you in the next drawing if you've already worked with your consultant on any of those. So if you're thinking, oh, I got to have a stand mixer, pick out your March date for an online or in person or whatever your consultant offers. Put that on the calendar, and they're going to thank you in our party. And you're going to be entered to win every day up until the 3rd. All right. And the 1st is when we can sell these new items. I think there was one more. Oh, this is the stone fruit wedger that we mentioned before. There was no fresh peaches. It works a lot like our veggie wedger, pineapple wedger, etc. But you can see here, it has all those like more slices and this oblong seed. So it's going to work for your peaches and your nectarines. I feel like there's 2 or 3 other fruits that have this. Would it work for a mango? I don't know. We'll have to try that.
It would not work for a mango. They did say that. I'm not exactly sure what the reasoning why the design of it. But I did want to quick pop in. Diane had a question. Are any of the tools that you have used going out of the catalog at the end of the month? So normally we do have tons of products that are leaving, but Pampered Chef blessed us with not having a lot leaving. So they're not taking away, they're adding all these awesome things. The only thing that is currently available that is leaving the catalog again is the baster. Now last fall it did, or last spring it went away and came back in the fall. So I'm not sure if they'll bring it back in the fall, but if you need a baster, I would get it here before the end of the month for sure.
Awesome. Good deal. Well, I've got my recipe all put together, so I can show you this final here. Oh yeah, pretty. It's so pretty. And then of course with the yellow corn, that would be even prettier. I wish I could share the flavor with you. And I also want to point out, we don't talk about these very often, but I use these lids all the time. The little silicone stretch lids. You can get all the air out. You can even bake with them by taking the plug out, and you don't have to waste plastic. I know that's really important to me and my family. We try to reduce our one-use plastics. And these also work great in the summer. If you cut a watermelon in half, you can stretch it over the other side of the watermelon, not have to cut it all at one time, which is pretty cool. Okay, do we have any updates on our other recipes?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, let's see it. That's beautiful. Have you tried this yet, Robin, or do you need to take the first bite for us?
Oh, I'm gonna take the first bite. Now, they say normally to chill so it'll set, but I'm not gonna wait.
You know, I'm not gonna wait either.
After it came out, and it was really good. So what I did was I actually took some of the pretzels and I put them on top so you have extra crunch. So you can't have the salty and the sugar. You should, you know, the sweet and salty just has to go together, right?
Oh, I love that little pan. It's so cute. Okay, I also wanted to show you this cup slicer thing. Here's the deal, guys. I'm not very good at practicing, but for consultants, if you're listening to this, always practice. But if you can't practice, then you just learn together, right? So can you see this? Hold on. So it has blades. See that? Oh my gosh, that's cool. All right, so we're gonna stack these strawberries, and instead of having to do each one, it becomes a little cup of all of your sliced strawberries. Isn't that fun? That's called the cup slicer. It's pretty cool. So did you see that? We just stack, stack, stack. This will be a really fun one for kids to do with us. All right. What other questions do we have?
It looks like Tammy has a question. She says, how do you know what direction to cut the pitted fruit? Because there's a, looks like it's an almond shape. So I do think on most like peaches and nectarines, they have that like line on the peach. And if you have lined that up, I believe with the way that almond is, you should be able to hit the stone.
Yeah.
I think nectarines do too, if I had one in front of me. Only one I think that wouldn't would be a plum. Maybe plums do too, but I know peaches do because I get them, but they usually have a line on one part of the peach.
Okay. Have to make this. OMG.
Is it good?
Oh yeah.
Is it better than strawberry pretzel salad and ambrosia?
Yes. Because the combination of both of them, pretty much, because it's got like pineapple and stuff in it. So yeah, because it's got coconut in it. If you don't like coconut, you don't have to put it in there. But OMG, holy cow!
I'm so glad you tasted it. That's awesome. It looks like Dusty might be ready for us too.
You want some?
I do
So
want.
I
I
have-
constantly say I would go to Minnesota just to eat Robin's food.
I have my dog in.
I have the thing now, and so that's all done, was mixed all up in the new stand mixer. So it just says to spoon it in. And let me tell you, you guys, I've never had apricot preserves, which is what you mix with the topping. It is so good. And then I just lick the spoon a little bit whenever for my topping to use this spoon. Oh my gosh, it is so sweet. It is so good. It does have to chill overnight or for 2 hours. But I have a feeling this is going to be amazing.
It looks really good. And your picture is just a little bit blurry. So if you'll take a picture for us and maybe post it in the party and on our workshop group too, maybe in the comments of our replay, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Guys, we are so glad that you were here tonight. I hope that you've had fun checking out the new products. As a reminder, we have our last chance. We just have a product or two that's leaving the catalog. You'll want to check in our mega party for updates on that as things sell out. We've got our close and cut set that will be relaunched when March 1st comes with the new knives. The stand mixer hosting in March with your consultant, 60% off. And guys, when it comes to a party, it doesn't have to be a big to-do. You can make it a big to-do and invite like literally everyone you know. That's probably the best way to get the most stuff. But if you're scared to do that, or you're just not in it for that, what you could do is literally just collect $200 in orders, or work with your consultant to find, items that add up to $200 and purchase your own party. Sometimes we have to do that to get what we want. And I mean, more kitchen stuff is always good, right? And that's the same for consultants too. You can use your consultant discount to get some of these new things, but why not collect orders with your community and give them a chance to get all the new stuff? So anyway, and the last thing, I forgot to say this earlier, the other special we have going on through February is our brand new Rock Crock slow cooker stand. So it has the digital, I don't know what's buttons, and then the outside doesn't get hot like our previous one did. So if you are interested in the Rock Crock, it is a product you can purchase. You can host for it, but as a consultant, it's the signing bonus. So you can try Pampered Chef for 30 days with your consultant. You can even jump in and be part of our mega party as a consultant, and then earn this for free in addition to the commission that you'll make as well. So we have a couple minutes left. If anyone wants to see a product that maybe we didn't give enough airtime to, if you have questions about our recipes or about anything that we shared, please ask either in the chat, on Facebook, and we can even do on live if you come off mute too. Dusty,
Here's my, so here's the finished, which I know is probably hard to see. It definitely is not as pretty as the book, but since I used frozen ones, it's going to be harder to make it really super pretty like the book, but it looks amazing. I cannot wait to cut it. Also, there is a trick that I did find that you can actually set this on a can, and that's going to bring the bottom plate out so that your tart comes up. But then when you want to cut it, this is our nylon knife. And so this, it's sharp, but it's not as sharp as a regular knife. So you're not going to cut any of the pretty blue or anything like that. So that's it.
awesome. Okay. Do we have questions? And then the other thing I wanted to throw out is, you know, in these last couple of minutes, one of the things I like to talk about, like at our team meetings is, you know, when you're looking at these new products, you've never used them before, maybe you don't have them, like what are some of the things you could see using these new products for that maybe we didn't share tonight? Like what are some ideas you have for the cup slicer that we might not be thinking of? You know, what other things are you going to use for your stand mixer? And these knives, like what sets them apart? Tell me what you're thinking about these new products. I'd love to get just an idea of what you think. Jeanette says, love all the kid-friendly tools. I agree. What else?
Hey, Katie, and while they're thinking about those answers, while they're putting them in the comments, there are a couple other things that I did want to point out about the new stand mixer compared to the others that are on the market. Ours is lighter than our competitors, and it has a handle, so you can just pick it up. Now, I have severe rheumatoid arthritis, so it's hard for me to handle things. So if I can pick it up, you know, and I can't pick up our KitchenAids. Tom has to pick them up. So I can pick this up. And all of the attachments are dishwasher safe. And they're actually bigger as well. And our kneading beater is wider, so it's going to knead it better as well. So there's just a few more differences that make it better. And ours is the first digital appliance out there as a standing mixer as well.
Nice. Gosh, I love it.
And then one last thing. So I wanted to show you guys just the starting of the heated wash. So I have 3 cups of water and then soap in here, and then you just put it on the heated wash setting and it'll wash itself.
Oh my gosh, yes.
One of my favorite features.
The blender is, I mean, so freaking cool. It's awesome. I love that it cooks as it blends. I love that it cooks or it washes itself. I'm constantly gushing over it because, you know, I get to control the ingredients that go in. I don't think, you know, if you've never had to cook for dietary restrictions, maybe it's not as like, the wow factor isn't there, but whew, for our family, oh my gosh, there's nothing better. I love it. I did see in the comments, you know, the cup slicer would be great for hard-boiled eggs. Absolutely would be. The avocado would be good if you can like scoop it out and then it would be perfectly even. There was something else. This 8-inch pan, people are always asking for brownies. I mean, we have a brownie pan and stones that work great for that, but oh, hot dogs. Oh my gosh, yes. Hot dogs would be great for that. What other thoughts do you have in response to some of these new things? What are the ones you think will be most popular? And did we have any questions in there, Erin, I missed?
I just was answering a question on Facebook, wondering if the Dusty's pan can go in the oven, and yep, it is a tart pan. So you could use it to make like a quiche type tart with a pie crust and fill it with eggs and meat and veggies and little toppings. So you can make a savory tart with it. And there are going to be new recipes for that too on Pampered Chef Rub's website. And I always try and plug that, because if you have any Pampered Chef products, you can literally go on the website, type in the product, and find a recipe for it. And you might find yourself scrolling a lot because there's so many good recipes, but it's free. And, we all are here because we love Pampered Chef. So we might as well get some good recipes to try with our products too.
Yes. Oh my gosh. So Diane said the cast iron skillet's going to be great for the summer barbecues and get-togethers. Absolutely. Erin bringing up the website. If you go to your pamperedchef.com, your consultant's website or consultants, like you get to look like everything, because your customers are going to come to you and be like, hey, will you give me that green goddess salad recipe? And you'll just go to your website and click in green goddess and like copy paste it over to them. It really makes our lives easy. So if you are looking for recipes, always go to Pampered Chef first. They are so good at recipes. P.S. I forgot to even mention this. This isn't new this season, but the basil infused olive oil, I've been through like 3 of these. I love it, especially without having my fresh basil from like my summer plants. This makes everything better. And I did put this in the salad as well. The loopy thing, this other thing. Yeah, I use that for for pumpkins. It's great for pumpkins. It's great for bell peppers to clean out the seeds. I just cut the top off and then scoop her out. It's great for the zucchini and cucumber seeds down the center. Oh, and if you want to make some zucchini bread, like garlic bread, you can do the basil infused, spritz the basil infused or the garlic oil onto the zucchini boat. So you hollow out the middle, spritz it, and then put our Italian seasoning, and you can do salt and pepper. If you can do cheese, then sweet basil rub. Oh, so good. Or you could even sprinkle some Parmesan or some kind of cheese on it and make cheesy garlic bread. So good. Oh, spaghetti squash is great for that too. Yes. Yeah, that garlic infused oil is very underrated. We should talk more about that. Okay, any other questions? All right, so we have 2 door prize winners so far, and I would love to give 1 more prize away. But listen, you can get a prize, you can get in for a prize every single day this week by being part of our mega party. So make sure that you're in there. And if you decide that you want to order either some of these new products or just a couple of things from our regular catalog, get with your consultant, ask them what they're doing. Oh, cantaloupe, that's another good one. And if you place an order, like today, you get in for today and then every day until March. I'm explaining that right? You get all these chances. And you get an entry when you join our team and when you host with your consultant. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now. Lisa, can you do 1 more?
I sure can. Okay, can you see my screen?
Sure can.
Awesome. Here we go.
Wow.
Kathy.
Did you like my clapping?
Fireworks.
I love it. All right, Kathy. Awesome. Congrats. We'll get you a little goodie too. So send me a message and we'll make sure to get your address and get that to you. Okay. That will conclude our recording.